Spain. It's a place. And specifically in Spain, there's a place called Cantabria. And what Cantabria is a autonomous region on the north coast of Spain. Or excuse me, the technical term is Spanish Autonomous Community, according to Google. Our presentation already went over the technical stuff that you don't need to know, like, you know, the capital and the population and the, I don't know, food. Guess that's neat. But what this video is going over is the battle, or no, wait. Oh, well, I messed it up already. Sorry, gotta pack up shop. Well. We're going over the Cantabrian Wars, so, yeah. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready to go to Roman times. Yeah. So a long time ago, specifically in 29 BC through 19 BC, the Roman Emperor Octavian, who would be later called Augustus, was like, hey, let's take over that territory in northern Spain. Sounds neat, right? Specifically, he wanted to take over the lands of the Cantabri and the Astures who were raiding his borders. Augustus would take himself and his Praetorian Guard from Rome to Spain, and finally, they would reach the province of Gallaecia. And that's when everything would go to crap. You see, the Cantabrians, they literally had a comeback for every single attack that the Romans threw at them.
I broke up with my ex-girl. Here's a number. Psych! That's the wrong number!
They would stay in strongholds to avoid the javelin throwers in the Roman legion. They would also stay out of range of close combat. So the Romans were just sitting there like, what do? Augustus was extremely embarrassed by not being able to win this war. So he kind of just bailed to a place called Tarraco. Now, the barbarians in Cantabria were feeling pretty good about themselves. They were like, hey, we just defeated Augustus. I mean, what do we get, like, a medal or something? So when the general Gaius Antistius entered the playing field, the barbarians were like,
you underestimate my power!
And their overconfidence led to, well... yeah, the barbarians lost terribly. Augustus was pretty happy about this, so he gave 2 legions the honorary title of Augusta. So that's pretty neat, I guess. I guess that's better than a medal. So, feeling happy with the victory, Augustus then decided to head home. But that isn't the end of the story. You see, there were still remaining Cantabrians and other barbarians, and... oh my god. They were back to shenanigans. They told the governor of the new Cantabrian area to bring over Roman soldiers because they needed to transport gifts that the Cantabrians were offering to the Roman Empire. The governor, who was clearly a very educated fellow, was like, sure, why not? And then the Cantabrians murdered them all. Yep. At this point, the Romans were just tired of fighting the Cantabrians. General Agrippa had to face the Cantabrians in their homeland in the mountains, and apparently his troops were so stupid that he had to demote a legion, which history states is probably the first Augusta. Great job, guys. General Agrippa would then execute all military-aged Cantabrians and then force all of the mountain workers or mountain folk to head down to the plains. By 19 BC, the war was over, and it could finally say that it had subjugated Spain.